Welcome back to Just the Facts, y'all. My name is Jimmy, and we're here with another Texas Longhorns preview and prediction video. This week, the Texas Longhorns are taking on the Iowa State Cyclones, and this is a game that is interesting to me for a couple reasons. But first, make sure I like, comment, share, subscribe, man. This is the first video I'm recording since I've hit 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank y'all enough, man, for all of y'all that have shown me support over the last 3 years or so. I know it's a lot of new people here, not a lot of people that are just now knowing about me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support, man. More Texas Longhorns content coming soon throughout the rest of this season. Not only preview and prediction videos, but you'll see me throw out other videos here and there, like the video I just dropped, the most recent vid. If y'all check the video down below, I'll put in the description, as well as a card maybe somewhere right here leading you to that video. But once again, I appreciate all y'all for 1,000 subscribers. It's only going to continue to get better and better. I'll be stepping my game up, so stay tuned. But let's talk about Iowa State, man. So as we all know, we came off the demolishing win over Oklahoma in the Red River shutout. Moving on to Iowa State. A reason why I'm so interested in this game is seeing how we're going to handle success. Yes, we beat a terrible Oklahoma team, and previous to that, we beat an also not so good West Virginia team. But a win is a win nonetheless. You can only play the teams who are on your schedule, and we beat both of those teams. So we did that, and now things are kind of starting to look up for Texas. So there's a lot of buzz starting to percolate around Texas football at this moment. And it's going to be interesting to see how we handle success. Now, heading into the Iowa State game, quick recap to last year. It kind of encapsulated how our season went for us. We were up 7-3 at halftime. We weren't playing particularly great in that game last year. And then in the second half, Breece Hall turned it on and absolutely destroyed us. And on the flip side, our offense couldn't get a first down. I remember in that game, Casey Thompson was trying to play hurt. He wasn't healthy. We put in Hudson. Hudson couldn't do much. The play calling was conservative. We couldn't run the ball. And it was overall bad at Iowa State. But to this season, Iowa State has taken a drastic step back, which I kind of predicted. I think I predicted them to go 7-5, 6-6. And it looks like they're kind of heading in that direction. They, on offense, are not good, but their defense is still pretty solid. Their offense is not good, man. They're averaging 13 points per game versus Power 5 teams, which is bottom of the barrel in the FBS. So their offense doesn't scare me at all. They replaced their top. They're replacing Brock Purdy. They're replacing Breece Hall, who was a great running back at Iowa State, and Charlie Kolar, who was a freak of a tight end that gave us nightmares whenever we played him. So those three guys are gone. They do bring back Hutchinson, Xavier Hutchinson. He's a really good player. He gave us fits last year. If we're not on our P's and Q's, he's gonna give us fits again this year. Aside from him, though, I'm not really scared or impressed with this Iowa State offense, man. Let's kind of go deeper into it. They're last in the Big 12 in points per game. They're last in yards per carry in the Big 12. They're 96 nationally. In terms of offense, although Deckers leads the Big 12 in total passing yards, and Xavier Hutchinson leads in receiving yards. So that kind of contradicts itself, but it's a lot of like short stuff for Iowa State. They like to play the short game a little bit. They're not really a deep threat type of team. They like to methodically move their way down the field with Xavier, especially with Xavier Hutchinson. I think Deckers is last in the Big 12 in yards per completion. So they don't take that many deep shots with him for one reason or another. So they really rely on a short passing game. And how are we going to play this? it kind of brings me back to the Texas Tech game. That game, we got shredded apart from the short passing game, the quick passing game with Texas Tech. We couldn't get pressure on Donovan Smith. Our wide receivers weren't getting jammed at the line by our DBs, and we were just leaving a lot of stuff open in the middle. So I wonder what's going to be the adjustment this time around. Steve Sarkisian talked about this, I think, after the Tech game, or maybe it was after the West Virginia game. I think he mentioned it in both press game conferences after each game. He was talking about how the defensive line should marry the defensive line scheme should be married with the secondary scheme. And in the Tech game, it was evident that it wasn't matching up. In the West Virginia game, the defensive line and the secondary were all on one accord, which allowed us to bring pressure, which allowed us to jam their wide receivers and not give JT Daniels too much windows to throw the ball through while getting pressure on him. So if we can marry the defense together, so to speak, I think we'll be in good hands. They have allowed 15 sacks this year, which is the second most in the Big 12. So, Hunter Dekkers is a immobile quarterback also, just like the last two quarterbacks, Davis Bevel and JT Daniels. So if we can get pressure on him, I think we'll be able to bring him down, because in all the other games we have brought pressure, but we actually haven't sacked the quarterback in many instances. So if we're able to get home, that's going to be a big key. They like to stay on schedule with those short throws, and if we can throw them off schedule with a sack here and there, we'll be in good hands, because I don't think they have the playmakers to make up for it time in and time out on a consistent basis on each possession. Dekkers is also prone to turn the ball over. He has like four touchdowns and 5 interceptions against Power 5 teams. So if we can get pressure on him, he will cough it up. He will turn the ball over. I think as long as we key in on Hutchinson, and we have a good game plan around him, we should be fine. They're last in the Big 12 in rushing, so thank God. Oh yeah, Breece Hall's not there anymore, so we don't have to fully commit to their running game. I'm not really scared of Jairo Brock or Deion Silas. I'm not scared of the wide receiver 2, Jalen Noel. I'm just not. These guys could make a play here and there if our coverage is not good, but overall, I think if we win the line of scrimmage and get pressure, win the line of scrimmage in general, our defense will be just fine against their offense. On the other side of the ball, I think if we really dial it in and really execute the game plan that Sark's going to put in place, we should be fine. I said this about last year. Sark, in a lot of instances, although he's not perfect, he did put guys in so many positions to succeed, especially offensively, with play calling, and it's up to the players to make the play. I think he uses this saying that he can write the script, but the players have to go out there and make the movie. And I think Overshone relayed that message in the Red River post game. The players have to go make the plays at the end of the day. The coach can dial up whatever, but the players have to go make the plays. And I think our guys are executing right now. I think they're really executing. Whether it be the running backs, whether it be Quinn right now. Hudson was even starting to get to that point when he was really starting to just execute. That West Virginia game was great for him. The wide receivers getting open, completing their catches better now, and overall just getting open. So I think all these guys, even the offensive line, they are getting better in the run blocking. I think the pass blocking has been pretty good for the O-line. So I think if we come out and execute the game plan, we will be just fine. But Iowa State has a very, very solid defense. They run a 3-3-5, so this has been a defense that has always been kind of challenging for Texas teams in the past, and I know it's totally different now, so we're going to try to stay with the Steve Sarkisian era, but we struggled at Iowa State last year to move the ball, to get any type of yardage, and that's a testament to their defense. Their defense is probably better than it was last year, and they probably have the best defense in the conference. So we are going to have to stay ahead of schedule when it comes to playing this defense. Man, that's any defense in general. You have to try to stay on schedule. What does that come back to? Great first down play calling plus execution. Can we execute on first down? Is it always going to be Bijan run right on first down or up the middle? Can we mix in some tempo in there to get them off balance a little bit? I know Sark's going to come with all these motions and jets or orbit motions and things to that nature with Keelan and Worthy in them. But, you know, we're going to need to start off these series well. Because if we're 2nd and 13 or 3rd and 8, it's tough. It's tough to convert these all day long. I think Iowa State's top 15 in third down conversions, only giving up 28% this season. If we're ahead of schedule, like we were against Oklahoma, and I know it's going to be a lot harder to do that now against this Iowa State defense, but if we can stay ahead of schedule, I think we'll be just fine. Because when we're in 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 12 or 2nd and 12, we're at the mercy of their defense. They can dial up blitzes now. They can bring a corner blitz. They can pull out a stunt that we haven't seen. Could happen. So we have to stay on schedule. I would like to see the run game continue to progress and get better from the run blocking standpoint, giving these guys room to run, man. And, you know, if these guys get an open field, they can make guys miss. Bijan and Roschon can make guys miss as long as they get the opportunity. So are we able to run inside? Because how Iowa State's defense is set up is that they'll have 3 linebackers, and then even they can bring the safeties down and blitz the safeties, or bring in the safeties in the box, or bring in the linebackers in the box. Although it might look like a light box pre-snap, post-snap, the box is going to have seven people in it. So Quinn's going to have to see that and adjust accordingly. I'm kind of scared that Quinn is going to struggle early. And guys, this guy is a freshman at the end of the day. As talented as he is, as good as he's looked, he's a freshman. And a part of me is telling me that he might struggle in this game. And with good reason. He's a freshman. We're playing a really good defensive team. It could happen. It could happen. Now, if he does, can Sark and then put him in a great position to still execute? I think they can, but will they? That's going to be a thing to look out for. It might take him a couple possessions to figure out how exactly they're playing their defense, because there's nothing too special with it, but they're very good at running their defense. So there's going to be instances where he might look confused, might look lost, poor throws, poor decision making. So he can't be fooled by what they're throwing at him. And I think, you know, Sark will have him prepared, but don't be surprised, y'all, if Quinn struggles at all in this game. So with that being said, I think if we have a great amount of time of possession, we will win this game. Just from the standpoint that their offense does not scare me at all. And that means I think their defense is going to be on the field for a long time sometimes in this game. And we're going to have to take advantage of it. If we can, they're done for. Their defense, can we wear them out? Can we tire them out? On our defensive side, can we force 3 and outs? Can we not, continue to do a good job not giving up explosive plays, especially to a team that doesn't even execute explosive plays? I think this matchup is a really good matchup for Texas. So hopefully they take advantage of it. I think their defense will give out. Eventually, it'll be a sluggish start to the game. I think I'm giving y'all my prediction now. I think it'll be a sluggish start to the game. Kind of how it was last year, but not as bad. It's going to be a slow start. 11 a.m. kick. Guys are, just getting out of bed. But I think as the game goes on, we're just going to show that we're just better. We're just going to show that we're able to execute our game plan now. And at that point, there's nothing you can do about it. That's the attitude we have to have. And I think we will have that type of attitude. And I don't think Iowa State offensively has enough to keep up with that firepower. I will have Texas winning this game 27-16. I think their defense, I have a lot of respect for their defense, and I think they'll make it tough for Quinn, especially early on. But I think we'll kind of pull away at the end and kind of close them out. So 27-16, Texas. That seems a little low for us in terms of the score, but hey, as long as we win, that's all I care about. But y'all let me know y'all score predictions down below, man. Let me know how y'all think we're going to fare against this Iowa State team. And, hopefully I hope we're not looking ahead at all. We're not good enough for that yet. But we got Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State after this. So that's going to be a great game. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And this is Jimmy from Just the Facts. I'm signing out. Peace.